Right, okay. Hello YouTube, this is the D.B.T Show. Episode 54, Part 2. Now, if you haven't watched Part 1 yet, you've missed quite a bit already. Today I am reviewing Final Fantasy V for the Game Boy Advance. So, if you haven't watched Part 1, you've missed absolutely loads. So please watch that part before you watch this part. Now, let's pick up where I left off. I've already talked about the story, the graphics, controls, the music, the gameplay, and some of the good stuff about this game. Now let's move on to some other good stuff. Now I'm just about to show you some of the bosses in the game. Let me just go to my Beast Trinity, and we'll show you some bosses. Now, most of the bosses in the game do look pretty strange, but there's one boss in the entire game that takes the cake. Right, here we go. Here's Gilgamesh that I told you about earlier. You just find him, and he's Exodus when you first fight him. Now, over the game, Exodus acquires this great power so he can become astronomically strong. First, he starts off like this. Then he turns into, wait for it, a giant tree sort of thing. Now, his next form is really, really bizarre because of one thing. Let's have a look at it. Whoa. Now that really does look weird. I mean, there's only one way to describe this boss. It looks like several Final Fantasy enemies have had sex with each other and given birth to this thing. That's what I think it looks like anyway. And the last boss is extremely hard. It's really, really difficult to beat. Anyway, enough about the bosses. Let's go on. Let me show you some other stuff that makes this game so good. Right, in this game, there are also spells and espers. Let me show you some spells. There are several spells in the game. There's your white magic, and your black magic, and there's also your time magic, and your summoning magic, and also your blue magic. But I don't really use blue magic that often because I don't really find a use for it. So I'll just go show you some spells. Let me just get a battle on here. This is the spell known as Meteor. As you can see, it looks rather good. Crushing and holding all the enemies as we speak. I'll just hack them all to bits. Bye-bye. Right. We'll show you a summon now. Now there are several summons in the game. Here's one of them. This is the almighty Bahamut, which you all probably know of. With his trademark move, the Mega Flare. And they're all barbecued. So as you can see, all the spells and espers look really, really good. Okay, you get several vehicles in this game. You get a chocobo, a black chocobo. You even get to fly on a dragon for a very short time. And of course, as in most Final Fantasy games, you get an airship. But the airship in this Final Fantasy game has loads and loads of uses. It can fly, like most airships. it can sail, and also, it's also a submarine. This is one of the most multi-purpose vehicles I've ever seen, and it's extremely useful. Okay, other good thing about this game are certain jobs. Now, when I played Final Fantasy III, there was one job known as the Archer. The Archer, you have to keep buying arrows for him. But in Final Fantasy V, they've changed that. You have infinite arrows with every bow, which makes it a lot easier. Other good stuff about this game is definitely some of my favourite abilities on it. Example, one of the coolest abilities ever designed, known as the Spell Blade. Let me just show you it. Right, Spell Blade, Flare Sword. Basically, the Spell Blade works, it infuses the character's sword with a type of magic, and then your sword becomes extremely powerful, because you've got the power of the sword as well as the power of the attack. Here we go. Flare Sword! See? 9,999 damage. Maximum damage done to that one enemy. The Spell Blade ability is extremely good, as long as you combine it with the correct type of magic. Other good things about this game is definitely some of the unlockables. In the game, when you finish the game, you unlock an extra dungeon, which I haven't been in yet, some secret weapons, and also a music player. The music player is quite good because you can listen to all your favourite songs from the game. And that's basically all the good stuff I can think of. Anyway, let's go to bad stuff. Right, the bad stuff about Final Fantasy V, the Game Boy Advance, well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I can't think of anything. I have no complaints about this game at all, which is extremely surprising for me because I can usually find faults with games quite quickly. But this game is faultless. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. And if you love the Final Fantasy series, I definitely suggest you buy it. I have on the PS1 or the Game Boy Advance. It is definitely one of the best Final Fantasies ever made. Anyway, let's rate this game. I give this game a very good score, a flawless, perfect score of 5 out of 5. It's probably one of the best Final Fantasies I've ever played, and it definitely deserves the 5 out of 5 rating. So, that's what I give it, 5 out of 5. Now, my next review will be a game I only just got lately. Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes for the Nintendo GameCube. But I'll say that for next time, you two. Until then, bye-bye.